Alright, so a couple of weeks ago, one of our Royal Rat teammates, Troy Harradine, asked the question of, he actually said, please explain why supporting your local is important, because more people need to know. So this is a pretty in-depth answer, I feel, so I'm going to get into it by using this thing. Okay, so the question you need to ask yourself is your money that you're spending on BMX parts and products helping to support and grow the BMX scene? You got BMX money, right? And that has to go somewhere. So we've got Australian BMX stores, regular bike stores, and we've got overseas mail order. So what I would imagine is that supporting your local scene, or supporting your local, should be this one here, which is an Australian BMX store. And the reason why is because when you spend money on BMX, if you're spending money overseas, then that money has left your local scene. It's not going to do anything to help contribute to your local scene. It's only going to help to strengthen, bit of a strong man, there's muscles. So it's going to help strengthen the overseas scene, because when you spend money, it's going to help companies to be like, okay, cool, all of the money that we make comes from this country or this mail order, and they're going to use that money to help sponsor the team riders that live in that country. They're going to help to put on competitions in that country, jams and events, and put more money into video premieres, and spend more money paying filmers to make videos and all sorts of things like that. If you spend money at a regular bike store in Australia, and I'm speaking generally here, but this regular bike store doesn't think, oh sick, we're doing pretty good out of BMX this month, I'm going to chuck on more jams. I'm going to put on more, I'm going to put on more jams, I'm going to put on more comps. I'm going to do more cool stuff to help the BMX scene grow. That ain't going to happen from a regular bike store. But if you put your money into an Australian BMX store, Australian BMX stores are basically the only place where, you know, everyone that's opened an Australian BMX store is an enthusiast. It's someone that loves BMX, so they're diehards for BMX. I would say that everyone that's in the BMX shop scene in Australia isn't doing it because they want to get rich. They're doing it because they love BMX. They want to supply fellow riders across Australia with BMX parts. They really care about what is happening in the BMX scene in Australia. If you buy from an Australian BMX store, that helps Australian BMX stores to then fund jams, comps, sponsor riders, because there's only so much, because there's only so much of this to go around. And if it goes overseas, the money isn't going here, and you need money to be able to do this. It's the same with, at the end of the day, if you've got company X and most of their sales is going to this place, well then they're less likely to be like, oh cool, well, we're just going to help out and sponsor all this stuff. That's not going to happen. It will happen here. But if they see that, wow, more sales is going to Australian BMX stores, then all of that money will help for them to be like, oh, well, maybe we can put a dude on pro like in Australia, or maybe we can run a big comp out there, or maybe we can start you know, putting more money into a video premiere or something like that. Yeah, because at the end of the day, it does cost money to put on these events. Australian BMX store owners aren't looking to get rich, they're there because they love everything about BMX. So they're there to help the scene grow, and they're there to help BMX go. So that's why I think it's important that you support your local BMX store, or wherever it is that supports the BMX scene.